Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Open Potato. This is Hearts of Iron 4. We're upping the empire. Indeed, 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 indeed. We are doing such a thing. And as promised, like a gazillion times over the last 3 or 4 episodes, I've been saying we're going to be nuking Japan today. And it's true. It's true. Today might indeed be that day. We've got a couple of things that need to be done first. As you may be aware, the prerequisites for nuking a province are, well, we can actually drop it in this province, but we're not going to because it's not a threat to us. Like, the capital of Japan is a much, much bigger prize, so it's probably better if I just have a look over here. We need 75% of air superiority in the region and 1 strategic bomber within range. Now, what has happened is that the bombers should now be... Yep, we've got 1 strategic bomber 3 Lincoln Mark 1. And this has got a range of... an operational range of 7k. I actually modified it specifically in the last episode so that it's got a super long range and can actually reach the coast of Japan. In addition to that, we are also working on research that is specifically to make it so that the latest version of the fighter that we have, the Spiteful, which is the Firefly, and this is going to make the Spiteful carrier capable. Does that even make sense? It's going to make the Spiteful carrier capable. Carrier capable. Fuck me. All right, there we go. But anyway, yes, as soon as that has happened, we've got a carrier class over here. We've got an aircraft carrier, and we're going to deploy some fighters. In fact, we might even have fighters on this already. We've got some carrier fighters, and we could actually probably do this now. They're old fighters that we've got on board, right? They're old fighters. Like, they're really fucking old fighters. But they might just be good enough. It depends on how quickly Japan reacts. Because if they react quickly and put some fighters up in response, then our fighters are going to get killed just like that. Which is what I was thinking, like, hey, let's get some decent fighters. Rather than using these crummy old carrier ones. But if we can get away with it, and move pretty quickly, then we can get a nuke off in pretty good time, actually. So, hey, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Military police 3. Yeah, we've still got a lot of military police problems. And when I say military police problems, we've still got a lot of problems with resistance, which is a little bit of an issue. It's not exactly great, but hey-ho. We've also got a little bit of a problem with supply over in this area. We're working on improving it, but it looks like we're going to have to push out a little bit further to improve it, just to get control of another region. And quite frankly, this is a shite region for infrastructure. Bad region. Lots of bad regions. And the sooner that we can get our troops out of here, the better. There we go. Look, manually control this. Take that area. Oh, there's somebody over here. Oh, some little resistance over there. Yep, continue moving on out, please. We want to capture this sometime today. We do actually want to get to Stalingrad. That's something that we want to do. We want to get to Moscow as well. We've got big ambitions. We've got big ass ambitions. All right. All right. Let's see what we can do. Naval missions. You guys, fighters, are going to be in this region, providing interception. There we go. Perfect. Let's pause it a second. Alright. Tokyo. Oh shit, we need to go into normal map mode. Tokyo. We do not have 75% of air superiority. That's going to take a little while to update, I reckon, but it should happen. But again, it depends on... We should have 100%. We can effectively cover 1% of the entire region. That's a fucking stupidly big region. But it should register as us having 75%, surely, right? Surely. We can't... Lacking... Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, these fighters that we've got on the carrier are terrible. 75% of air superiority. I mean, we do have 75% of air superiority. I mean, we do. It's not a lie. But we can only cover 1% of the entire region. So I guess that's not the prerequisite. 75% of air superiority in the region. I guess we need more. We just must need more, which means that we're going to have to wait for the research on the latest variant of the planes to come through. Which kind of sucks a little bit because we were looking to get that nuke off soon-ish. But no, I guess not. I guess we were wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. What is this? French fleet over there. Yeah. Well, that's good. If the French had a carrier over here, and if they launched planes into this area, then we might be in a good position. But unfortunately, I think that is not the case, which kind of sucks. But alas, what can we do? Alright, well, we focused on Asia for a little bit. Let's go and talk about Europe a little bit. Over here, we were just sending the tank regiment to... Hey, great. That's good. That's more stuff. More air bases for Hong Kong that just completed, which is kind of nice. Naval bomber models, tactical bomber models, naval doctrine, carrier focus... Yeah, let's get Britannia rules the waves. Why not? Might as well. Yeah, we're moving the tank regiments. Well, it says infantry division. Cool, whatever. We're moving these bad boys over here, and well, they are infantry divisions, but they're also tank divisions. They've got a lot of stuff on them. They should have military police, right? Does military police even show up here? Yeah, it's using the military police template, so I guess it should be military police. Where does it say? Suppression? That's not the suppression that we really need. We need resistance. No, I don't know. I don't know where military Wajmaduda actually is. Well, we'll see. We'll see if this makes a difference to the resistance in the region. Now, the reason that we need to get this down is because we've got a lot of fucking civilian factories that are getting absolutely shafted from high levels of resistance. And we're trying to fix them up, right? We're trying to fix them up as soon as we possibly can so that we can get some more nuclear reactors built. Because, you know, my theory is that if we can get more civilian factories to build more nuclear reactors, then we're going to have more nuclear bombs in total. Right? Seems pretty logical, doesn't it? Seems pretty darned logical. But unfortunately, the world doesn't work like that. And, you know, when life gives you lemons... Sometimes those lemons suck ass and they are real bitter and it makes you hate your own life. You know, that's what's really happening right now, to be honest. Because all of our civilian factories are just getting destroyed because all of our civilian factories are in hostile territory. I say hostile, not hostile territory, but territory that we did indeed capture from the enemy. Oh, fuck me. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, it's fucking atrocious. Look at that. Look at that. We could ask for Rome from France, and we might very well do that in the future. But we'll have to wait and see. Alright. Finally, fucking arrived. Hey, look at this. Look at this. This is working. Occupation and policy modifier. I don't see the military police actually having any effect, though. Like, we've got the divisions in state minus 5%, which is good, right? It's good, but it's just not really the effect of the military police that we want. And not to mention, we've still got high levels of resistance pretty much fucking everywhere else. So I'm not considering myself a super lucky guy right now. I will be honest. Right, this is when you know that an offensive is going way too fast, because you've got people that are just pushing up, and you're just completely ignoring the fact that we've got an entire area where the Soviets have still got presence. Let's try and do something about this. Let's try and do something about this. Very low supplies. Where are very low supplies? I mean... Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about before, right? We've got terrible fucking supply in some places, because we need to make sure that when we advance, we've got the civilian factories to quickly build up infrastructure behind us, so that we can continue our long-ass progression to Moscow. But the fact that these guys are just, you know, progressing at a ridiculously rapid rate is proving somewhat problematic. Alright, well, let's do this then. Let's do this. Let's engage. Since nobody else is going to actually take control, I'm going to take control. And I'm the only person, well, I'm not the only person that's got significant amounts of forces here, but I've got a significant amount of forces here. And if I want to push it, then I can push it, but I'm going to. Quite frankly, I believe it's better to push altogether rather than making stupid little fuck corridors like this. That's just daft. Completely daft. And therefore, I'm not going to stand for it. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not gonna let it fly. Okay, you come over here. You come over here. You come over here. Look, fucking finish this war up over here, right? Finish this war up as soon as possible. There we go. How are we losing this? How to dear God are we losing this? How? It's physically fucking impossible. We're winning this one, we're losing that one, that kind of sucks. But look, supply in this region is atrocious. I'm giving up, okay? Look, the infrastructure has gotten a little bit better, but we're still, fuck me, we're still way over. Hey, no, we're not way over. We're just a little bit over now, which is kind of nice, I guess. And I think that that's because we... Well, I don't really know what happened, actually. I think the local infrastructure has been built up a little bit, which is kind of nice. Either way, still, I'm not happy with how things have gone down. This province still sucks ass, so we're working on making that better. Let's take this fucking territory over here. Because quite frankly, it's been sitting around for too long. Up here, down here. There we go. Perfect. Engage. Engage the battle plan. This territory is up for grabs, and it's terrible, and I never, ever want to have to siege out anything ever in the mountains ever again. I don't think I'm going to have to go past the Urals in the middle of Russia. I hope not. I hope to dear God that they're gonna stop being dicks before I get over here, but they might not, so... You know, fingers crossed they do, basically. What is this? Turkey, no, keep your own divisions, buddy. Somebody had a great idea in the comments, and I was thinking about doing it for quite a while, actually, but we've got this Canadian branch, right, which is kind of stationed here at the moment. Not doing anything of any significance at all. Canadian branch, you're my bros, right? You're my homies. Take this area. Take this area and engage. Just go for it. Just engage. Do you need to prepare or whatever? No, we just need to unpause. That's the problem. Yeah, take this area. As soon as we've taken this area, then there's no way for the Russians to sneakily re-invade over here and cause us some problems. Who knows? It's possible that they could do that, but it's not going to happen if we can manage to just finish them up over here. And after the Canadian branch have actually done this, I feel, by the way, that the Canadian branch should perhaps be a little bit more red, right? You know, since they're Canadian, you know, they've got a nice little Canadian flag, you know, maple leaf shining through. I mean, they're not Canadian branch anymore, really, are they? I suppose they're probably not. They're probably a lot of everything, really. But whatever, historic roots and all that. Yes, the Canadian branch is going to be sent up here to try and push the Soviets back and reclaim Finland. I don't think that's going to be a problem now. I was a little bit hesitant to do that before, but now look at how Sweden's doing. Sweden is absolutely kicking ass and chewing bubblegum, and Sweden's all out of bubblegum. Plus, think about it. The Soviets are probably, if they were smart enough, they'd probably want to be moving some troops back to, you know, I don't know, defend Moscow right now, considering Moscow is going to be going down pretty darn soon at the current rate. I mean, obviously, if we charge forward like fucking idiots and don't have any supply, then that's going to be a problem. Hey, look, finally, we fucking did it. Finally managed to have decent supply in this area. I don't think we're ever going to have decent supply in the mountains, quite frankly, but whatever. There you go. Yes, finally have decent supply in this area, which is really good. Happy about that. Continue onwards and upwards, troops. I am proud of you. You, attack here. Look, there we go. Now we win it. Now we win. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Same with you. Look, fucking attack, right? Just fucking go for it. There we go. See that? Little pockets of annoyance, right? That's what they are. Pockets of fucking annoyance. Just chilling out behind enemy lines. Completely unnecessarily. There we go. We do have some research to do. Lettuce is a food. Sub-detection, submarine surface detection, carrier organization. Let's get carrier organization. I don't suppose the situation has changed in Japan quite yet. Do we still have air superiority over here? We still have fucking air superiority on the coast of Japan. And we still can't bomb Tokyo. Yeah. Well, that's a little bit of a problem. I mean, do we need to have, like, air superiority in every region up to that place? I don't know if that's kind of true. That might be true. What about if we operate over here? South China Sea, maybe we could try and get in some more planes. Alright, let's try and get some more planes. Let's try and get some more fighters. Spitfires, yep. We'll see if we need air superiority in all of the regions up to the coast of Japan. I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll give it a shot, that's for sure. If it doesn't work, then, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. We've got 2 nukes, and I'm kind of eager to use them. You know, not to mention the fact that it's becoming a little bit more necessary to actually use them. As in, we damned well need to. Okay, now, why the hell do we have a front line that sucks so much ass here? Because we really shouldn't. And we need an offensive line as well. That is a fucking atrocious offensive line. There we go. Alright, that's a decent offensive line. That is a decent offensive line. Engage. I don't care that troops aren't in position. Quite frankly, it's not a big concern for me. What the heck is going on here? The Chinese Empire is eaten into India. For God's sake, can somebody just fucking deal with it? I've only got like 24 troops, 20 troops in India, right? I've only got 20 troops in India. There's only so many places that they can actually be. So could somebody please just fucking deal with the fucking Chinese or the bloody Germans? Help me. I'm at a loss. You know, I can't bloody well do anything if nobody else is giving me any assistance. Well, at least the battle with the Soviets is going better. It's triggering me less. That's something at least. That is something at least. Still nowhere that I want that is really good. Hey, the Fairy Firefly. This is good. This is good news. This is good news if ever I saw one. So we've actually got the carrier capability for this now. So if we go to production, the fighter. In fact, we're actually manufacturing the Meteor right now, which could actually be a little bit of a problem. Let's just add a new production queue, I suppose. Carrier Fighter 3, Firefly. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Upgrade range, I suppose. We need 25 points for that, so unfortunately that's not going to be possible. But even at a max, we could only upgrade it by 720 meters. Kilometers? Who knows? Probably kilometers. 720 kilometers. I guess we're just going to straight up manufacture this at a basic level. We're going to bump you up to the top. And we're going to give you pretty much as many things as you need. Now this is going for reinforcements. And then I think it's going to be going for upgrades. So that's kind of nice. Reduce infantry equipment. And put a few more... strategic bomber. Let's reduce that there. Perfect. This is good. This is good. We're getting 3.24 a week. And bear in mind that there's a lot of efficiency improvements that we will be able to make in the future. Also a little bit of research. We finally can get around to researching the Vickers Valiant, which is lovely. And meanwhile, all of the shenanigans that are going on over here are finally being cleared up, which is great news, if ever I saw it. Wow, we're actually very, very close to Moscow. Surprisingly close. Night vision, that's great. Surprisingly close to Moscow. This is a little bit of an annoyance over here. I mean, ideally we would be going this away and this away, or this away into there, but it's not a problem. It's not a problem. We'll win this. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Alright. And fighters over here. We equip you to this region. East China Sea. Beautiful. Do we have 75% of air superiority now? Okay, so this... Oh shit, you know what? I just realized what the problem was. We don't have air superiority in Japan. Oh shit. I fucked up. It's not the coast of Japan that we need. It's actually Japan that we need. And that should easily allow us to drop a nuke. Yeah, that's it. Wow, holy shit, I fucked up big time there. I mean, it doesn't really matter because, hey ho. But anyway, let's drop a bomb on Tokyo. There we go. The bomb is going to be launched in a few hours. 9 hours, 8 hours, 7 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour. Here we go. Here's the bomb. There we go. The first nuke of the game. I imagine there's going to be a pop-up for this, right? Surely. Surely, surely, surely. There we go. I got an achievement. Destroyer of Worlds. Yep. Well, there we go. That's Japan getting nuked for you. Are they any more of the way towards capitulating? Atomic bombing of Tokyo. Does this mean the end of the Japanese Empire? Today, a nuclear strike was directed at the heart of the Japanese Empire, the capital of Tokyo. Although expected to be the target of firebombing, it was never assumed to be a prioritized target of this new weapon. Yet ultimately, perhaps due to the significance of the new capital and the Imperial Palace, which has now been destroyed, an even more all-consuming fire has fallen on the city. Although Hirohito is reported to have survived, the event has raised questions about how far Japanese enemies are willing to go. If the war does not end with this, what targets remain? What is left to threaten with? Does this mean the end of the Japanese Empire? I should certainly hope so. We cannot offer them peace, which kind of sucks ass, but whatever. I would love to offer the Japanese peace. We're probably going to get paratroopers so that we can paratroop some troops into Japan, should we want to do that. That would be pretty darn cool if we could do that. Yeah, let's see if they're any further along the way to capitulating. 0% of the way towards capitulation. Really? Really? Like, is that something that you're really still not keen about? I mean, Osaka? Is this actually going to change it? They will lose 12% national unity. 12% national unity. So 12% national unity each time we nuke Japan. Their national unity is base 68%, weekly change. Alright, well let's give it another shot. Osaka then, I guess. I mean, it's not exactly going to be an entirely big deal this time, but it's still going to be a pretty big deal. Speaking of big deals, how is the construction of stuff coming along? More nuclear reactors, the better, I think. There we go. The second bomb has been dropped. Jesus Christ. 86%. Their base has been reduced twice. Atomic bombing of Kyoto. Legacy and beauty means nothing in a war like this. Damn right, legacy and nothing. Whatever. I didn't understand that, but there we go. Still nothing. We're gonna have to hold back on the next nuclear weapon because we just don't have it. We destroyed a bunch of infrastructure, which is kind of nice. I don't know if this affects the population. Civilian population is decreased by like 100,000, which is kind of okay. But it doesn't seem to have affected national unity in the slightest. Well, it has affected national unity in the slightest, but it's not affected it to the extent that it actually makes a difference. Because Japan has got shit tons of national unity, apparently. And only 12%, and it only reduces national unity by 12% when we drop the weapon. Which kind of sucks a little bit, to be honest. But hey ho. That's the way of the world, I suppose, isn't it? That's the way of the world. You gotta do what needs to be done in war. Okay, finally, Germans are gonna be pummeled into non-existence, which is really, really nice. Russians are also having a very difficult time here. We are currently building up shit tons of nuclear reactors, which is also really, really cool. And we should be able to get another nuclear bomb in 25 days, which is not too long at all. That's good. That is good. That is very, very good indeed. Yep, things are going well here. Things are going very, very, very well here. Apart from... What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What is this? What is this shit? What is this shit? Look, just give me a nice, straight, offensive line that everybody can get behind, right? Just fucking do it, alright? It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult, game. Just don't fuck it up for me. Don't fuck it up for me. It's easy enough to do if you just try hard enough. Apparently, we've got like shit tons of troops that are just sitting around here, wanking or whatever. I don't fucking know. Look, just dedicate more troops there, and the battle will last a damn sight shorter. Might cost us more manpower, but at this point, we still got 500,000 troops to burn through, and that's, you know, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. In terms of air combat, nobody's actually deployed any air troops in this area. There's some anti-air guns. I imagine probably in Moscow. That would be my guess. There we go. Both of the two anti-air guns are in Moscow. So Moscow has literally 0 anti-air guns. Well, we can abuse this, and we can, well, I say literally 0. It's got 2. It's got exactly 2 anti-air guns. But we can abuse this by sending in strategic bombers, because we should actually have a fairly large amount of them. Strategic bombers. Strategic bombers, 15. Yep, strategic bombers, Halifax, 85. Great. And we'll probably get some fighters in, just for the sake of it. We'll get 94. We'll get them all. Yeah, why not? Perfect. Alright. In the next episode, I would imagine that we are going to be taking Moscow and once again, probably nuking Japan, because the national unity of Japan is still far, 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 far too high. There should be a coup that is coming online in Moscow very, very soon. Perhaps in the next episode or the one after that. Who knows at this point? Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you very, very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Over the Potato. This has been Hearts of Iron 4. We have been upping the Empire. And I'll see you next time. Bye.